I know you don't like me, you wanna fight me. Always on my page, never double tap like me. Baddies to my left and my right.
Welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I want to talk about the time that this guy played me. So in case y'all wonder what I'm eating a chili from Wendy's. So yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so I was on Facebook one day and I was scrolling and like checking my messages and reading my comments and stuff like that, and I noticed that this same dude that kept writing me over the weeks kept persistently inboxing me. Excuse the nail. I was cleaning up and my nail got stuck under the bed, under the mattress, and broke in half, and it's blood and everything. Anyways, so I seen this dude was writing me, and he been writing me for a while. So I'm like, you know what? Let me write him back. I see his name keep popping up. I see he's persistent. So let me just give it a shot. I wrote him back. I'm like, what's up? He was like, hey, you're so pretty to me. You're so sexy. Da da da. I'm like, okay, blah 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 blah. What's up? Like, what's the point of you inboxing me? Like, where is this conversation finna go? So he ended up saying, I want to take you out and stuff like that, and I was just like, ooh, okay, let me go through his pictures, let me go through his Facebook, make sure this ain't no crazy dude or nothing like that. So he turned out to be like legit. Everything turned out, he was my type, and well, he was somewhat my type, and you know, the way he approached me was good. So I'm like, you know what, nowadays these guys not asking to take you out and they'll go to the movies and do things like that. So I'm like, sure, where you want to go? He said the movies. I'm like, when would you like to go? I think he wrote me like on a Tuesday, and we planned it for like a Friday. He was like, just pick a movie and let me know what time or where you want to meet at. I'm like, would you be able to come pick me up? That's where I messed up at. So he asked, where you want me to pick you up at? I said, I texted him an address like that was down the street from my house, and I was like, hey, meet me here at this time. And he came, pulled up, picked me up. We got there, he paid for the ticket, bought me food and everything like that. I was like, oh my God. Like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm fucking with it. So we get in the movie. I think we was watching like Annabelle or something. Insidious, one of them crazy scary movies. I love scary movies. So we in the movie, and I noticed the whole time, like we watching the movie, he just keep like rubbing on me, caressing me, touching me, like, you know, he was touching me a little too much for it to be our first date. So I'm telling him, I'm like, boy, chill, you know, like, relax, like, let's enjoy the movie, and then, you know, whatever's whatever after. If I want to do something, we'll do something. So this dude just keep touching me. I'm just like, can't you tell I'm uncomfortable? Like, my body language is telling it all. He just kept touching me, and I really felt so, I won't say, I just felt so disrespected and low. Like, I just felt as though like a prostitute that got took to the movies. Basically, I feel like he paid for a movie ticket just to have XXX with me. And I just, okay, back to the story. So, okay, fast forward, the movie's getting ready to go off. We getting ready to get up out of our seats and whatever like that. So we walk back to the car. So before you go to the car, you have to put your ticket in the machine and pay for the ticket. He was like, go wait in the car for me. I'm finna pay for the ticket. Then I'm finna, you know, we gonna go. We gonna leave. How about this dude came back to the car, got in the car. We sitting there for about 10 minutes talking. The conversation going good. This dude pull off. I'm thinking we're going to leave and he's finna go drop me off home. He pulled off and go way to the top of the parking lot, like to the top of the last floor, the highest floor of the garage. And I'm like, I'm still talking, but I'm looking at him like, and I'm looking around like, okay, you know, like, what are we doing up here? So as we still talking, he like went in the trunk, got his jacket out, was, you know, doing stuff around the car. We talking, the conversation good and all that kind of stuff. But I'm looking like, okay, so where this finna go at? So I was like, what we doing up here? Like, I'm ready to go. Like, let's go. The movie's over. It's getting late. Let's go. So dude ended up getting back in the car. And mind you, he was very charming. And I didn't want to be mean or rude or come off as a B. So I was very lenient with him. And I feel like that was my mistake. Because even though I was giving the impression, off the impression like don't touch me and you know stuff like that, I just felt like I didn't put my foot down enough. So he get back in the car and we still talking, and eventually I'm like, okay, come on, let's go home. And he was like, you don't want to do nothing? Like, you so sexy. You sure you don't want to do nothing? I got a fat butt. He was telling me how fat his butt is and how big his thing is and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, okay. I was just like turned off because you just throwing yourself at me. Like, can I lust for you? Can I want you? Can I go home and think about you and dream about you? Something? Anything? No? Maybe so? It's just like the whole situation, I was just like turned off. He ended up taking me home. And in the whole ride home, I was just like into my phone, quiet. I cut the music up. Like, I didn't want to hear him talk. I didn't want him saying nothing to me. I was just so disgusted. So when I got home, it's like it was on my mind. I just couldn't get it off my mind. I just felt so disgusted and so like, I won't say mad towards guys, but I just felt so, wow. I just felt, I don't know. There's no word for the way I felt. I just felt crazy because as I was home thinking about the situation, he didn't care about taking me to the movies. He didn't care about treating me out, whining and dining me. He didn't care about a date with Brittany. He cared about, yeah, I'm not finna call her. I'm not finna pay her all that money just to, you know, hook up with her. I'm probably gonna make her feel good, take her out, wine and dine her, and then boom, boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. Baby, I don't even know what else to say about this story. I just know I got played. And then after that, he still was hitting me up, like inboxing me, hey, hi, Brittany, how you doing tonight? How you doing today? Hi. And I'm just leaving him on red, like, you really think I want to deal with you? Like, why would I want to deal with somebody who picks girls up, take them to the movie, spend $20 and try to force them into having XXX? Like, that's so a turn off to me. Like, I wonder how many girls he really felt for that. How many girls he really picked up and took to the same movies and really... I'm just glad that he wasn't a violent type of guy. And I'm glad that he didn't try to use no force. Cause, baby, when I tell you, I would have put up a fight. I wouldn't have played with him. He was a big guy. But, baby, I would have slid him. I would have been a surgeon that day. I would have slid him from here all the way on down to his pubic hair. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thank y'all for watching. I don't let my damn chili get cold, so I'm finna chili be looking so nasty but tastes so good, so I'm finna eat this chili. Leave a comment if y'all ever got played by a dude before, by a girl before. Let me know how y'all story worked out. What would y'all would have did in my situation? I'll see y'all in the comments. Bye, y'all. It's pretty good.